Today's Daily Dose of Math is a problem where we are given a plan and we are asked to find the measures of things and calculate some perimeters and areas. This is a scale diagram, but we don't use the scale in this type of question. The information is given to us and we have to do simpler calculations in order to find the things that we need. Let's start looking at this. This is the plan of a biology lab, and we can see that the length of the lab is 20 meters, and the width is 12 meters. Some of the other lengths and widths of rooms or areas within the lab are given. And we are being asked for each of these 5 areas of the room to give the length, the width, the perimeter, and the area. All of the perimeters and areas are of rectangles in this problem. So let's start with the aquarium. In this case, both the length and the width are given. The plan shows us that the length of the aquarium is 4.5 meters. And the width is 4 meters. To get the perimeter, we are going to use the perimeter of a rectangle formula, which is P equals 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. In this case, that is 2 times the 4.5 plus 2 times the 4, which is 9 plus 8, which is 17 meters. And we fill in the table. Then we're doing the area of a rectangle formula to find the area of the aquarium. The area is length times width, which in this case is 4.5 times 4, which is 18 meters squared. Don't forget that area is given in square units. Now we'll move on to the study area. Now the study area, the information is not given to us quite so directly. We're not given the length of the study area, and the width is given but over here, because we can see by the plan that the study area has the same width as the aquarium. So we have to look a little further to get the information. The width of the study area is 4 meters. Now the length of the study area we have to get with the subtraction. We have to take the 20 meters of the overall lab and subtract the 3 meters and the 4.5 meters lengths of the fume hood and the aquarium. And with our subtraction, we can see that the length of the study area is 12.5 meters. Now the perimeter, we're doing the same process now that we know both the length and the width. So we have the perimeter is equal to 2 times the 12.5 plus 2 times the 4, which is 25 plus 8, which is 33 meters. Area, again, it's a rectangle. It's going to be 12.5 times 4, which is 50 meters squared. Fume hood. Fume hood is designated with FH here in the plan because it was small, it was hard to fit the words. We can see that the length is 3, but again, we're not given the width. We have to use the subtraction. So we have to reach over to here to realize the width of the entire lab is 12 and subtract the width that's given here of everything except the fume hood. And it means that the width is 3. So this turns out to be a square. We have 3 meters length, 3 meters width, with the length being given and the width being calculated. Then the area perimeter is going to be 2 times 3 plus 2 times 3, which is 6 plus 6, which is 12 meters. Put that in its place. And the area is 3 times 3, which is 9 meters squared. Now let's move on to the work table. In this case, again, we are given the length of 13 and the width of 6. This is a little faster, so we can go right into filling in our table. We have 13 meters length and 6 meters width. The perimeter is 2 times 13 plus 2 times 6, which is 26 plus 12, which is 38 meters. And the area is 13 times 6, which is 78 meters squared. Finally, we have the lab, the overall lab. Again, we're given the length and the width, that's the 20 and the 12. Perimeter of the lab, 2 times 20 plus 2 times 12 equals 40 plus 24 equals 64 meters. And the area of the lab is 20 times 12, which is 240 meters squared, and we are finished. So finding this information and filling in this table from the plan is fairly straightforward. It's very repetitive, so it takes a bit of time. But we just have to find the lengths and the widths, occasionally finding one of them with a subtraction, and then we have to be familiar with the perimeter of a rectangle formula and the area of a rectangle formula, and make sure that we remember to put our units of measure, and that units of measure of area is always squared. And I will also point out that there is another way of finding perimeter, which is still correct. We can find the perimeter of, for instance, the work table, instead of using this little formula, by simply adding together all of the sides, which is 6 plus 6 plus 13 plus 13. We get the same answer, which is 38 meters. To do that, we have to know the property of a rectangle, which is that opposite sides are equal. So if this is 6, that is 6. If this is 13, that is 13. That is today's Daily Dose of Math. Please like, subscribe, and share.